Did you see what Peyton Manning said about Georgia over the weekend? Dean Legge from Dawg Post, making you a smarter Georgia fan. And if you didn't see it, here's what Peyton Manning had to say while he was raising millions and millions of dollars for coronavirus relief. He was asked if he wanted to wear red and black to match his partner, Tiger Woods. That's when Peyton Manning said, they wanted to know if I would wear red and black like Tiger. I'm like, I'm not wearing red and black. That's Georgia Bulldogs colors. I can't do that. If you want me to get sick on the first hole, I'll do it, but I'm not going to let Kirby Smart get a picture of me in red and black for their social media accounts. I changed a little bit of what he said. He actually said black and red, which I've never heard anyone say black and red. That'd be like calling Tennessee white and yellow, or white and orange, whatever. It's kind of a mixture of orange and yellow. You know what? Tennessee's colors kind of change sometimes, but it is interesting. Decades later. I mean, Peyton's last game against Georgia was in 1997. That's a long time ago. And he had pretty good success against Georgia. That was a bad time for Georgia, needless to say. Their only good team was the 97 team when he played them. What it says to me is that, Peyton Manning and Tennessee view the Georgia game in a really big way. That not that Georgia doesn't view it the same way, but that certainly Tennessee used to view Georgia as its third biggest game of the year, behind Alabama and Florida in the 90s. Now, I don't know if you could, really say that anymore. What about Tennessee and Alabama? Are those, is that rivalry still huge? Well, yeah, Tennessee, Florida, huge rivalry. And Tennessee's really struggled lately. The thing I got out of it, too, is that instead of talking about Jeremy Pruitt, instead of talking about, Tennessee being great or whatever, what got so much traction online were two things. First of all, what he said about Georgia. And secondly, you got Tom Brady giving him grief about Tennessee not being good since he's left. So, not that Tom Brady's, old institution, Michigan, has been great, but at least they've been ranked in the top 5 in recent memory. So for Peyton Manning, the comments about wearing red and black were just, to me, interesting because he's in touch with his old head coach, Phil Fulmer, who is the athletic director at Tennessee. He's constantly repping Tennessee. He was at the Tennessee-Georgia game in 2018, Jeremy Pruitt's first game at Sanford Stadium. It shows to me that Tennessee understands how big a deal Georgia is in the grand scheme of things for them. And also, too, what are they going to say about, they can't say, I'm not going to wear orange and blue, that's Florida colors, because orange is a Tennessee color. And Alabama's red is a crimson. You wouldn't really wear black with it, at least Alabama never has. So it was interesting to see Peyton Manning, and I think it shows for Tennessee people how important that game is between the two programs. And frankly, since Peyton Manning left, Georgia's won that game 2 times for every 1 time Tennessee's won. So that game completely switched from what it was. When Manning was there, they didn't lose. They didn't lose in all of the 90s, Tennessee, to the Dogs. That has not been the case in this decade. Tennessee fans, kind of chill out. I don't need y'all triggered. If you want to go crazy below, you can. Y'all are almost as bad as anybody out there. And we need to, worry about heart rates and so forth. This is a dangerous time in the country. We want everybody safe. So let's not go crazy flipping out over what I've got to say about this. I've got one more video to show you right up here in the right-hand corner. It's going to get you ready for Georgia's 2020 season. Click on that. You'll have a lot of fun learning more about the Dogs. Looks like we're going to be getting ready to roll in the fall here, so make sure to click to that to be ready for this season. Dean Legge for Dawg Post, making you a smarter Georgia fan.